Hi guys, welcome to my channel Happy High Tarot.
Before we begin today's reading, I'd like to introduce you to my sponsor, 𝐾𝐤𝐿, and tell you how they can help you. So, 𝐾𝐤𝐿 is an online platform that's been operational since 25 years now and allows you to easily find and connect with a psychic advisor 24/7. Their advisors can help you on a multitude of subjects such as love, family, career, any astrological questions you might have. And it's really simple to get a reading on 𝐾𝐤𝐿. You just need to create an account, choose from the many readers that are online, and you're good to go. You can then talk to an advisor of your choice through chat or call. I always use the chat option, and I love how prompt the advisors are with their replies. As a new customer on 𝐾𝐤𝐿, you can talk to a psychic advisor for just $1 for the first 5 minutes. Simply click the link in my description box, try 𝐾𝐤𝐿.com/happyhightarot, and enjoy your first reading.
In today's pickacard reading, we will find out the closure that you need in order to move on from the person on your mind. So we will begin the reading by taking a look at why the connection with the person on your mind wasn't good for you. What is the closure that Spirit would like to give you? And what message would Spirit like to give you regarding the path ahead? So the reason why I decided to do this reading today is because I know that there are a lot of people who experience this thing. Someone comes in your life and then they go and they leave you with more questions than answers. And they do not give you any sort of closure, no matter what. So if you're on that boat, I hope this reading finds you and it gives you the answers that you need. So you can see an image on your screen right now. You've got 3 options to choose from. Feel free to pause the video over here, meditate on all your options. Pick whichever one calls out to you the most. You'll find the timestamps in the comment section as well as in the description box below. So make your choice and let's get started. Hey group 1, if you guys chose the first image, let's begin your reading. In today's reading, we are aiming to give you the closure that you need. So we will start the reading by taking a look at why the connection wasn't good for you in the first place. Then we will move on to the closure that you need from Spirit. And finally, we'll take a look at some messages for you regarding the path ahead. So the tarot cards that came out for you guys are the 2 of Swords, the 7 of Cups, 4 of Wands, and the 6 of Cups. Alright, so maybe a lot of you were married to this person, or this could have been a long-term relationship. The signs involved over here are Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Although it's not necessary that they have to be your sign or their sign. Okay, so why wasn't this connection good for you? It's very obvious over here with the 2 of Swords and the 7 of Cups that you did not get any assurance from this partner of yours. None, like none whatsoever. On the surface, it seemed like everything was very, very good between you both. To the outsiders, to the onlookers, it seemed like a perfect match on paper. Everything was so good. In fact, when things ended between you guys, a lot of the people close to you, your friends, family, they could have been very surprised by the ending of this connection, and they could have asked you, what, you guys, why? I mean, it seemed like everything was going so great, but the truth that was not visible to the other people was that not only did this person always make you feel like you weren't really their priority, but they also gave you the trust issues that you might currently be dealing with. Because with the 7 of Cups over here and the 4 of Wands, they definitely were entertaining people outside of marriage as well. You were blindfolded. You had no idea what was happening behind your back, or maybe you found out quite later after they had already gone around and done quite a bit of exploring. Then the truth could have come to light for you guys. And what's perhaps the most horrible aspect of this individual is that with the 2 of Swords over here and the 6 of Cups, it seems like they always had very clever answers to cover up their tracks. For instance, let's say that if they told you that, okay, yes, let's set up a date and I'll meet you over here, or let's go on a trip together and this and that, but then they wouldn't turn up. And if you would ask them why they didn't show up, even though they were out there entertaining other people, other options, they would come up with a very believable excuse. Something that would bring you right back to this connection. making you feel like, oh, I have everything that I need over here, so what's the, like, why should I leave, why should I go? In fact, with the Two of Swords over here, it seems like they were never really. So the problem is this person, of course, because what I just heard is that this individual is incapable of finding contentment. So even if now they were someone else, there is a huge possibility with the Two of Swords and the Seven of Cups, they're repeating the same cycle with that new person also. Because this is the kind of person who always has that, oh, what if the grass is greener on the other side kind of a mindset. They never value what they have or who they have, and they're always in search of better options, always. And so they were never fully convinced about this connection and about you. They gave you trust issues, they were cheating on you, going behind your back, exploring your options, and at the same time doing all sorts of nice shit to keep you trapped, to make it seem like they were the nice guy, they were the good guy. And you could have felt like, oh, I finally have found my soulmate and this is it. In fact, with the Six of Cups over here, this could have been someone whom you had pretty much known your whole life, and that is why when the revelations came to light, it was all the more shocking for you, and you couldn't understand why would you do this to me, how could you do this to me? And if you weren't so sure about me, why did you get into a relationship with me, or why did you decide to marry me? Nobody had asked you to seal the deal, right? So why did you do it? And like I said, it's because that is who this person is at their core. They're very good at pretending to be someone who they're not. So they pretend to be the perfect partner, the ideal guy, everybody wants a piece of this person. But the truth is that, like I said, they have zero respect for the person that they're with. They do not understand contentment at all. They're very confused. They pass on that confusion to other people, and they are a compulsive liar. That's another thing that I just heard. They're a compulsive liar. And not just regarding scouting options, in matters of other things also, they could have lied to you a lot. Maybe they were stealing from you, and when you would ask, they would come up with some or the other lie. Or maybe for the longest time they did not make you meet their family, and when you would ask them again, they would come up with a lie. So this is someone who's lied to you a lot. And that is why I said in the beginning that if you have trust issues right now, group 1, I totally understand where you're coming from and who's responsible for it. Okay, so let's see now, what is the closure that spirit would like to give you? So for that, we have rejection, success, flow, and isolation. Very powerful message over here. First of all, since this is a closure message for you from spirit, with the very first card over here being rejection, take their word for it. This was actually your protection. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of this, that rejection is divine protection, right? So that is basically what had happened with you. Initially, when it happened, it could have felt like, oh, they must have found someone better, so they rejected me, they rejected my love. You were pulled out from the situation. That person was made to leave your life because they were not good for you. All right. So don't think that you aren't good enough or that they rejected you because there's something wrong with you. Whatever is wrong with them. Also, with the isolation card over here, it seems like as long as you were dating this person, or as long as you were in a connection with this person or married to them, whatever your story is, they could have very strategically isolated you from everyone that mattered to you. Your friends, your family, maybe they had all your passwords and things like that, or there was a limit. You had a curfew regardless of how old you are, things like that. And with success and flow over here, it seems like to a great extent, they did try to control your career as well. So not just your personal life, but your professional life also. They tried to control it, they tried to regulate it. And apart from feeling all of this isolation, because you had all of these doubts, you weren't able to understand what was going on. Something could have been telling you that, I want to believe them, but I'm having a hard time believing them. And you could have felt in those moments to reach out to someone, to talk to someone, but there was nobody available, because that is the degree to which perhaps they had isolated you from everybody else. So now, ever since this person has left your life, flow has come back in your life. Things have again started moving for you. Success has again found you. In fact, where your career used to be when you were with this person versus where it is right now, there might be a stark difference in the two levels. Perhaps right now you're doing really, really great for yourself. Already you've been to a bunch of places, you will keep on traveling in the future also. With the Six of Cups over here, an isolation, you could have reconnected with all of the lost friends and family members and things like that. So the thing is that this connection, in a sense, was, I just saw the image of a dam. All right, so this connection was hindering you. You are like a river, you know, you're supposed to flow, you're supposed to cut through places and just leave your mark and make your way. And this connection was acting like a dam, and it was stopping you, it was stopping your flow. So it was necessary for this blockage to be removed from your life, which is essentially what happened over here. And the proof of it is the fact that after this person left your life, you found the success that you were always worthy for. You found the right kind of people. In fact, with flow over here, I think you started feeling positive emotions again, because perhaps for a very long time while you were with this person, it was usually just doubt, confusion, chaos, negative emotions that could have always clouded your mind. And ever since this person left, although of course initially, because we're looking for closure, of course, so initially there could have been a lot of questions in your mind, but then as time went on, it seems like you found yourself again, which is so beautiful. All the things that this person had stopped you from, all the things that this person had tried to prevent you from seeking, you went ahead, you did all of that, you found all of that, and you found success in all of that. I just saw the image of a bird flying. So this person could have kept you caged. And it's like through divine intervention, finally that cage was opened and you were let out. And again, see, a bird in a cage, at the end of the day, it's isolated, right? It's not like it's in a forest area or out there in nature interacting with other birds or flying in flock. That does not happen with a caged bird. So you were like a caged bird who was meant to be released. And so that's exactly what happened. So this rejection that you, on the surface, what might seem like a rejection, was actually protection for you, so that you could go ahead and do everything that you're worthy of, gain everything that you're worthy of. Okay, let's see what our spirit wants you to know regarding the path ahead. So the first message is Healing Heart, which says you're a powerful healer. Keep up the great work. So although you're watching this reading today looking for closure, I feel like you've already done a great degree of work on your healing journey. But as we all know, healing is never linear. So that is why Spirit is saying that so far you've done a good job. Keep at it. Keep healing yourself. And since you're a powerful healer, it's not just your own heart that you have the ability to mend, it's the lives of others whom you touch as well. Maybe now you've become a life coach or a relationship coach, and from your own experiences, you're able to identify patterns in other people and you're able to help people to timely get out of situations like that. So you're passing on the knowledge that you've gained through your harsh experiences, but in essence, you're basically healing other people now. So if that's something that you're into, keep up with that good work. And then the next card is Rest, which says you've been working hard, take a nap and get some rest. A lot of people, I've noticed this, when they're healing or when they're going through some sort of energetic upgrade, they face a lot of lethargy, they face these bouts of sleepiness, and they just don't feel like doing anything. So if that's you right now, know that it's happening because you're upgrading and you're healing. So whenever energies like this hit you, wherein you're feeling very tired and very exhausted, listen to your body, listen to those cues, and just sleep on it. All right, relax. You deserve it. You've been working hard. This is a very well deserved break. In fact, I just heard that might be coming your way. I'm also getting another specific message. If you've been wanting to go on a getaway, but you do not have enough funds right now for any reason, you do not have that liquidity right now, you might suddenly get enough funds that can allow you to go on that well deserved rejuvenating trip that you need. All right, group one. So these are all the messages that I have for you right now. If this reading helped you, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here, and hit the bell icon when you do so. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hello group 2, if you guys chose the second image, let's aim to get you some closure through today's reading. So we will begin by taking a look at why the relationship with the person on your mind, why this connection wasn't good for you to begin with. Then we will take a look at the closure that spirit wants to give you, and finally we will close the reading by taking a look at some messages for your path ahead. So the tarot cards that came out for you guys are the Empress, then we have the Three of Swords, Judgment, and the Lovers. It's like textbook toxic love over here, you guys. And I'm actually getting two messages. So the first message that I'm getting, why this connection was not good for you, is because for some of you, it seems over here with the presence of the Empress, that there could have been a feminine in your person's life, their mother, sister, some best friend, some cousin, or whoever, that was playing an unnecessarily important role in the connection, being the third wheel for absolutely no reason, in fact calling all the shots. Like, your partner would listen more to this feminine rather than listening to you. So for example, let's say that if this is their mother, or if this is their sister, or whoever this feminine is, if she says that no, do not go out with group 2 today, stay home and I'll make something for you guys, why do you need a date night, they would listen to that woman instead of giving you that time, instead of spending that quality time with you. If she would ask them not to talk to you, they wouldn't talk to you. So basically, it seems like this person that you're taking the reading for today was basically a puppet in the hands of this feminine. And this feminine caused a lot of trouble in this connection. She caused a lot of disruption. She put you through hell. And all indirectly. Like, in fact, if you'd ever tried to confront this woman, or if you'd ever tried to confront your partner regarding this woman, both of them would have said that, oh, no, it's not her fault. She's just looking out for me. She just wants what's best for me. So why are you pointing fingers at her? Why are you blaming her? But the truth is that she was to blame. She knew exactly what it is that she was doing, and yet she chose to go ahead and wreck this connection. So that's the message for some of you. But for the most of you, the message that I immediately got with the Three of Swords, Judgment, and the Lovers is that this was one of those connections. The reason why it wasn't good is because when it was good, it was great. But when it was bad, it was like hell. This individual has given you more pain and less of love. There are more of bad memories and less of good memories. If you sit down to count, if you sit down to recall, you'll recall that there were, let's say that if you were together with this guy for 10 days, with this person for 10 days, all right? So out of those 10 days, 7 days you would spend crying, suffering, questioning, worrying, wondering, anxious, and just 3 days of sunshine. And another bad thing that I can see, like why this connection wasn't good for you, is because instead of correcting their mistakes, instead of taking accountability for where they would go wrong with you, each time you guys would go on a temporary break, or each time they would make you cry or something, almost always okay, 80% of the time it would be you to patch things up. 80% of the time it would be you who would keep on missing them and be like, oh, but it's like, you would make excuses on behalf of that person. Regardless of whether or not they'd ever ask for an apology, you would make excuses on behalf of that person, and you would say like, okay, yeah, fine, it was wrong of them to do this, but maybe they did this because of XYZ reason, and then you would go right back to them. And for a few days, everything would be okay between you guys, and then again, back to square one, back to the same old story. And then the rest of the times, this person would come back to you after putting you through hell. They would come back to you and make all of these tall claims about how much they miss you and how much they love you, and they might have said stupid shit like, oh, it's a part of love. This is my way of expressing love. If I shout at you, or if I do bad things or whatever, I mean, you know what I mean, right? Like, it's tough love, basically. That's my love language. That's how I show, or that's how I prove that you matter to me. And you would buy that. You would buy all of that and you would go right back. Now, when you are grieving and when you are trying to process what happened, it is but natural for you, group 2, to pause and think that, was it my fault? Was I a fool? How could I be so blind? How could I not see this pattern? But please, group 2, do not be so hard on yourself, because you have no idea how skilled people like this can be at manipulating you, at making you believe what it is that they want you to believe. So do not blame yourself, do not shame yourself. All right, it just goes to show how capable you are of loving someone, and it just goes to show how loyal and dedicated you are as a partner. So anyway, the reason why this connection wasn't good for you, I just saw 555, so it was time for a change. It's because it was toxic AF. For some of you, because of the presence of another feminine, and for the rest of you, because this individual, their love language, their behavior towards you was very toxic, very back and forth. The oh, shit. Okay, so what I just saw was a guy slapping a woman, and then when she's crying, he goes to her and then he hugs her, wipes her tears, and then he says, "You know how much I love you, and you know how much this pisses me off. Why did you do this?" Okay. Let's see. I know readings like this can be heavy, but they're also needed, right? Okay, so let's see what closure does Spirit want to give you. So we have determination, intuition, disruption, and confidence. So first things first, with intuition over here, it does seem like when the phases of the Three of Swords energy were going on in this connection, intuitively you would always be getting this hit that this person isn't right for me. Should I leave? What should I do? But because of the goodness in your heart, or because you're not the kind of person, perhaps you have this belief, like, oh, I can't just quit, I can't just give up, because then that's what it will be like. You were very determined to make things work. But with disruption over here, no matter how bad you tried, no matter how hard you tried, it just would never work. You would always keep on facing some or the other sort of disruption. This person's energy was chaotic. Sorry, their energy was chaotic, their behavior was chaotic, they caused a lot of disruption in your life, and these were little telltale signs, to let you know that some things just aren't meant to be. And that is why, no matter how hard you try, if it isn't good for you, all right, because of course the universe knows what's good for you and what isn't. If it isn't good for you, if it can lead you down the hellhole, no matter how badly you try, they will keep you protected from it. Like, they will not let you keep on hitting your head against a brick wall. So it might seem me like, oh, this was so chaotic and this and that, and I tried so much, I reached out to them, I chased after them, why isn't it happening, why aren't they returning my calls, the problem lies in me. No, that disruption was needed, because it's highly likely that there was a point in time in this connection when you had started ignoring your intuition, and when you had just dived deep into this whole, no, I will make this work, no matter what, I will make this work mindset. So you needed to be snapped out of that. So in case this was a connection that ended very abruptly, what felt like a tower moment, that tower moment was needed. That was the disruption that was needed to kind of like, make your eyes open up and make you see the points that you were missing. And the lovely thing is that right after the energy of disruption, we have confidence, which tells me that as time went on, and okay, I'll get back to that later, when you were with this person, and because their way of dealing with you was so toxic, they could have made you feel very inferior, they could have made you feel very useless, they could have made you feel very pathetic about yourself, they could have made you feel like you're not worthy, or you're not deserving, or you don't know how to do this and you don't know how to do that. They could have broken your spirit, you know. So when this disruption occurred and when this connection got over and you got out of it, and of course initially you were searching for answers, but then thanks to this disruption and after um, you know, you sat down with your intuition, you dived deep into that energy, you could have come to this understanding yourself that it wasn't you, it was them. And it was only through coming out of this connection that you regained all of that lost confidence. You regained this divine feminine energy. And it seems like, so if today, group 2, you are very feisty, you're very bold, you know, you speak your mind, you do what you want, you go after what it is that you want, nothing and nobody can hold you back. You weren't always like that. It was this hunger in you, it was this fire in you that got ignited after the disruption of this connection, that I'm going to prove all of these people wrong who think that, you know, who think that, oh, I was a weakling. I'll prove to them that I wasn't. You are the phoenix that rose from the ashes. Group 2. Okay, now let's see what does spirit want to say to you regarding your path ahead. So we have set your sights higher, that says increase your standards and expect more for yourself. Don't settle. Love this message, because whoever this person was, they clearly did not deserve you at all, group 2. You can do better than that, and you know that now. You can do better than that. And then we have stay optimistic, which says your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. Now, see, this can be about anything. Maybe at the moment you're not very optimistic about your love life. If that is the case, please do not give up. Continue dating or whatever else it is that you're doing right now in your love life, because you are going to get results. You are going to get a good person very soon. And if this is with regards to your career, you've been working very hard towards something, and perhaps if until now you haven't achieved the kind of results that you were hoping for, you are about to strike the treasure chest. So just keep at it a little bit longer and it'll all work out. All right. So these are all the messages that I have for you right now, group 2. If this reading helped you, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here, and hit the bell icon when you do so. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, group 3. If you guys chose the third image, in this reading, we are aiming to get you some closure. So we will begin the reading by taking a look at why the connection with the person on your mind wasn't good for you. Then we will take a look at some messages of closure for you from spirit, and then close the reading by taking a look at some messages for your path ahead. So the tarot cards that came out for you guys are the Hermit. Then we have the Two of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and we have the Hanged Man. So why was this connection not good for you to begin with? Well, firstly, with the Hermit over here, it seems like it was always just you in the connection. All right. The kind of efforts that you put into this connection were never matched. The kind of loyalty, dedication you put in this connection were never matched. Your love wasn't matched. Your patience wasn't matched. And more often than not, with the Hermit and the Hanged Man, you were left hanging. Yeah, I'll call you back, but then they wouldn't. Oh, I'll give you a call this weekend, but they wouldn't. Yeah, I'll try to make something work. Let me see if I can catch up with you over the weekend, but they wouldn't. And with the Two of Pentacles over here, it seems like it was always just you somehow trying to cement the whole thing, trying to make it work, trying to make sure that the connection lasts for as long as you possibly could have shouldered the whole thing. And with the Two of Pentacles over here, it seems like the person's behavior towards you, whoever this is that you're taking the reading for, their behavior towards you right from the very beginning could have been very wishy-washy. It could have been very, very hot and cold. There were days when, let's say that they're talking to you on the phone and they're all over you. And then there are days where, like I said, they won't even bother calling you back or returning your texts, and it made no sense. In fact, although you're watching this reading right now, to find some closure, but with the Hermit over here, it seems like even while you were in this connection, you did spend lots and lots of sleepless nights just trying to make sense of things. Like, why is this happening? Why are they behaving like this? What am I missing? Is there something wrong with me? Do I need to somehow step up my game? But the problem is that with the Two of Pentacles over here, it was never you. This person from the very beginning wasn't right for you, because with the Two of Pentacles, this is the kind of person who was always like basically not prioritizing you, group 3. It was always everything but you and everything but this connection. So they would have time to, let's say, come online and post status updates, but they wouldn't have time to return or like reply to your messages while they were online. They had time to catch up with their friends over the weekend, but they did not have time to catch up with you over the weekend. So things like that, through their actions, they would make it very obvious. Through their actions, they would make it very obvious, very evident that they weren't really giving you the kind of regard or the same regard, same respect that you were giving to them in the connection. And the worst part is, with the Queen of Swords over here, it seems like they brought about a change in you. They, because of what you were going through in this connection and because of whatever it is that you were facing, you started becoming very ice cold. Like your heart started becoming very ice cold, even though that's not how you always used to be. So let's say that if in today's day and time you're not able to feel things all of that deeply, or you're experiencing heart chakra blockages, it is because of what you endured in this connection. This individual, and you did not, okay, so I read this beautiful quote somewhere, that you deserve to be in environments that bring out the softness in you. But as you can see in this connection, the contrary thing was happening. You were always on guard. You were always in this, like a warrior woman zone, because you never knew what new battle you would have to fight in this connection. You never knew which new battle you would have to fight to make this connection work. So this connection never allowed you to feel anything properly. This connection made you very rough and, like I said, very cold, and just somewhere it seems like you lost touch with who you used to be. And of course, with the Hangman over here, this person always left you hanging. They never gave you any assurance of any kind. They never gave you that emotional stability that everybody deserves in a relationship. You were never sure of where you stood with them. You were never sure of, in fact, what the relationship status was. You did not know whether this was official. You had no idea whether they were serious about you or not. Because like I said, with the Two of Pentacles, their actions, their words, they were always so confusing. In fact, with the Hangman over here, it seems like they could have led you on for a prolonged period of time, maybe 2 years or something. They could have led you on and then just poof, disappeared. So after putting you through so much, after causing a change in how you used to be, they left you hanging. So naturally then, this individual and this connection could not have been good for you. Okay, let's see. Wow, shit. Okay, so I just picked up another message. Take it if it resonates. They used to ignore you when they would be with other people. And they would make you feel very left out in a crowded room. So let's say that if you ever attended any gathering or any party with them, they would always leave you in a corner and just go and mingle, but never even bother to introduce you to anyone. Things like that. So what a shitty person. Okay, so what's the closure that you need? We have love over here, sweetness, anger, and rest. Now, would you look at this? The contrast in the energy of sweetness and anger, what does that tell you? See, the energy that I was channeling for you guys earlier with the Queen of Swords, that's not how you... There's nothing wrong with being defensive and there's nothing wrong with being analytical, but then that's not who you are at your core. And even you know that, group 3, right? In your essence, group 3, you are a very loving, very kind, very soft, very, the kind of person who bathes in that warm, fuzzy feeling. But while you were in this connection with this person, you weren't experiencing love. Whatever sweetness you were experiencing could have been very momentary, very, very, very fleeting. Mostly what you were experiencing was anger, anxiousness, jealousy, and this fear of the unknown, like I don't know what's going to happen next. Will they stick around or not? Their actions could have upset you, their words could have upset you. When they would ignore you, that would upset you. So, and that is why I said this connection did not give you a moment of softness. This environment, this connection only brought out the harshness. And a person who is naturally so loving and so soft and so sweet, that person underwent a total 180. And that person would always be so like uptight and upset and frustrated, and you would never experience jealousy and things like that. So basically all of the negative emotions, all of those heavy icky emotions that you had never ever experienced, you were made to experience all of those while you were with this person. And it was it was not who you were. It's not who you are. And because it's not who you are, and because it was your first time experiencing all of those emotions, it just, after a point, I feel like it just sapped away all of your ability to feel. In fact, I'm being told, group 3, that for a few of you, there could have come a time wherein you would just feel nothing, like just numb. Each time some disruptive event would happen around you, even after you had gotten out of this connection, you would just feel numb. And that is the kind of effect, that is the toll you can see that this connection took on you. And now with rest over here, when all of this is finally over, you've left all of this behind you, you can now go back to yourself. You can now go back to who you used to be. And with rest over here and this lovely green energy, you need to work on your heart chakra. You need to work on its healing. You need to work on its opening. There are tons of heart chakra healing and opening meditative music videos on YouTube, so you can definitely check those out. Be consistent with them. But you need that. In fact, you deserve that. You deserve to go back to who you used to be. And any connection or any person who does not honor your essence, any connection or any person who does not honor your core and always makes you, be in this fight or flight response, you do not deserve that. And that is the closure for you. That you deserve a connection that makes you feel loved, that is sweet, that is good, that can match up to your essence, that can match up to who you are at your core, and a connection that can give you that emotional stability that you need. A connection that can give you that assurance that yes, this person is mine, I am theirs, it's all okay, it's all good, they're as much in it as I am. And that was missing in this connection, which led to all of this anger and frustration. So this has been taken away now, and this is your closure. Okay, now let's see what message would Spirit like to give you for the path ahead. So the first card for you is Synchronicity, that says your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. So if you have been seeing a lot of repeating numbers or other synchronicities of late, then that's your sign that the things that you've been manifesting or asking about are all coming to fruition. All right. Oh, also, while you were with this person, you could have seen a lot of synchronicities, but maybe at that time you weren't so aware of all of these things and you did not really pay attention to them. If you can look up those numbers or those synchronicities now, I'm absolutely positive that all the meanings would come out to, leave the situation. And then the second message for you is Ready, Set, Go, that says now is the perfect moment to dive in and embrace your heart's desire. This is this lovely, confident, happy, bubbly energy over here. The time that you're in right now, group 3, it's a very fruitful time for you. This is the time for you to, shoot your shot, make all of those moves, aim for whatever it is that you want, especially when it comes to your heart's desires, whether it's your love life, whether it is your career. It seems like once you make that first move, once you take that leap of faith, the universe will give you that safety net and the things that you want. It also seems like they're in perfect alignment with you right now. So if you want to start a new project, do something new, or in fact even get back into the dating scene again, you can do that. Although if you want to get back into the dating scene, I would advise to simultaneously start working on your heart chakra so that you can fully experience all of those good emotions again. But big, you're a green flag, so you deserve a green flag, group 3. All right, so these are all the messages that I have for you right now. If this reading helped you, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here and hit the bell icon when you do so. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.